Hi. Today let's discuss about the forms, various elements of HTML forms. Okay. So first one, to make it very simple and easy, I have just displayed the web browser. This is the output that I'm expecting. So I would like to write a program in order to present this output to you all. Okay. So since it is browser window, I'm trying to open the browser window and I'll just try to scroll over and then take up this more tools and then developer tools, and here is the program. Okay, here is my HTML program. So I'll directly go to the body section. Okay, in the body section I have the form tag, so form opening and form closing, and inside the form tag I have the label. So label is a free form text, so there is no tag. I can write directly user ID colon, and I want a text box. So to present or to display the text box, the tag that I am trying to use is the input tag. Okay, input tag has an attribute. What's an attribute? Name. Okay, I want to use it in further references in future, so that's why I'm giving a name to that particular text box. Okay, some variable name I want to give, so I'll give some variable name user underscore ID without blank space. Okay, and type is equal to text. The nature of text information that I would like to input there is text. Then I'll give a BR so that I'll get a line break, and it will be display. Control is transferred to the next line, and next line I want to display password label. Okay, free form, so I'll write it as it is. Then input tag, I'm using the second tag, input tag. Again, name equal to double quotes password, and type is equal to password. Instead of text I'm writing password, so that right now it is running, so I will say user1, and when it comes to password I'm typing my password and it is not visible, you can see. Okay, so if unless I make it visible, it is not visible, so only dots are printed. Now this is how I design. I close the form tag, I close the body tag, I close the HTML. This is how I design a form. Okay, so now let's advance one more step ahead and see other controls. So the next control that I would like to show you all is the uh, radio button. Okay, let's see what does a radio button do. Okay, a radio button, here I have a small option that is inside a radio button. Whenever I'm displaying, what are the things that I have? You can select, the user can select at most only one option among the available given choices. So that's why I'll give a BR tag. I'll say select your course, and I want the radio button to be displayed before BTech. So that's why before BTech only I should write the input tag, and input name equal to course, type is radio, checked is equal to double quotes, empty quotes, and value is equal to BTech. Okay, so this is what I am going to write, and value equal to MTech, value equal to MCA, MBA. Okay, there is no closing of any of the input tags, you can see. That's why the last one is slash and then closing angular bracket. Okay, that indicates that there is no closing tag for input tag. Okay, so here you can see there is a closing tag for form tag, body tag, and HTML. Okay, now here this is how radio button works. I can select only one option among the given options, and that will be selected. So value is equal to MCA. This is what decides which value has been selected. Later on in JavaScript programming, we will be using these things, that is name and value. Okay, suppose you will write an if else structure in which you will identify what is the course that the user have clicked on. Okay, let's now see one more example. This registration form. I know it is looking cluttered, right? So I think the BR lines have not been given. So I'll go for the next one. Yeah. So this looks very decent, right? So now you can see this form, and this form is a registration form, and in this I will go to this click option. I'll just try to show you the code, and in this partition I would like to show you this code, and here I can, yeah, there is a form tag, and inside the form tag there is one div container. Okay, and sign in. Okay, in this division, I mean, I'm just partitioning into two parts, first part and the second part, and in the first part I would like to show yeah, register. So since it's a free form language, I'll write register directly in H1 size because I want it in a little bigger font. I'm writing H1, and then I will write in the P next paragraph Okay, please fill this whatever I want to write the text. Then I'll go to for HR. HR is one line that I get, horizontal line, you can see gray color. Okay, then there is a label. Okay, there is a label tag. In fact, if you want you can use, if you don't want you need not use. This is just to tell you that the content whatever you are displaying will be in bold. Want to give some styling to the label, you can use. This is an optional, totally an optional tag. Okay, and why am I giving label here is sometimes you want to drop, I mean you want to transfer the control to this part of the web page. At that time labels will be helpful. Okay, unless freeform text you can't say that I want to go to line number 5. So if you give a label to the line number 5, then you can go, right? So that way it is helpful in hyperlinking. Okay, so here I can see there is an input, name is equal to email, type equal to text, and then you can see there is placeholder. Okay, then label, then there is one input tag where it is name is equal to PSW and type is password. Then you can see there is one more label. Okay, then there is one input, name is equal to password repeat. Okay, and then there is one button type. Okay, then by creating an account you agree to our terms and conditions, all these things whatever you want you can design. So since you are familiar with these text boxes and labels, it is very easy to design, right? Finally you have one register, that's a button, that's a new entry here I think, right? So button is a tag, and I will write a class called as register tn, so that I can identify later on whenever that button is clicked on click event I can write in my JavaScript. Okay, so this is only for designing part, and here I can see the type is submit button type. Okay, then I am now making a second partition that is already have an account, that in the second partition, that is div, and in this part I just display this sentence with one hyperlink. So if I click on this hyperlink, it should take me to back to the starting location of the web page. That's why I'm making it two partitions. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with this registration form. Again, here also it is the same, except for I have not used this BR tag or breaking of the line tag in between this email and password and repeat password. Okay, that's the only difference, or else rest of the things are all same. Okay, so we are let me show you quickly some programs in frames also. Okay, and also one program in marquee of text. Okay, marquee is nothing but scrolling text, and menu items also, let's see. Okay, so menu items, yeah, so these are menu items. If you click on this it will take you to Google. If you click on this, that means two hyperlinks, three hyperlinks. Okay, one after the other they are displayed. So after you visit, the color of this thing is also changed, link is also changed. Okay, so this is a small example for frame. Now you can see the entire screen is divided into 1, 2, 3 and 4 partitions. So initially you can see, let me show you the code, so how it has been divided. So I'll go to more tools and then say more tools and developer tools. So here is the code. Okay, first I will divide my frame into horizontal section. Okay, so in the horizontal section you can see that there are 1, 2 and 3 rows. So initially first part what I have to say, 20%, 70 and 10, 3 rows. Okay, it will count automatically the number of rows and then arrange. The first row, it is asking about first row. So write down frame set. Inside frame set you are saying 3. So it is expecting 3 different frame tags to be the part of it. So first frame tag is a standalone frame tag. Again the second one is again a set of 2. What are the two? These columns 1 and 2. But here it is not rows, it is columns. So columns 10 and 80. So this is 10 and this is 80. Okay, so again frame set, again it is expecting 2 more frames. So this frame and this frame. Now in each of the frames, what is that content you have to display are separate HTML pages. That separate HTML page you need to give it in this SRC. Okay, I hope I'm clear in this particular SRC. Okay, likewise we can create our own standardized frames as we require. Okay, so like that we can create multiple frames in a single program. Okay.